Now, there's an implication she makes a few different times that I'm basically blackmailing her with these videos.
Any sort of like law enforcement involved?
I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what to do, but
It sounds like she's thinking of what to say. You shouldn't be confused. You would demand that he deletes those videos, and you would have told him, delete those videos right now. I never consented to them. I don't want them on your phone. You would have made a push to have him delete that. Yo, what's good, everybody? This video is titled He Finally Responded. This is in regards to the Turkey Tom allegations. Yeah, about damn time.
All right, guys. So it looks like the YouTuber Turkey Tom finally responded to the allegations he had against him. These allegations came out a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And there's some
Yeah,
pretty
a minute
serious
ago.
and disturbing allegations. I want to make that very clear because some people, I'm not going to drop names, but some people were running with the narrative that salty people on Twitter were going with, just being complete NPCs, believing everything they hear. And
I'm gonna be honest, when I reacted to the video, I already knew that 99% of those claims were false. The only claim that she had made that I feel like kind of held some weight was recording their sexual encounters without consent. I think that was really the only thing. The BDSM shit, that was kinky. And she literally said that he was, oh, he's damn near beating me and I'm with him so that he can be with me. It just sounded like easy cooch, bro.
I don't know who I'm talking about. Turkey Tom is a pretty big commentary documentary guy. Long story short, to summarize it because he's gonna get into it, but he was accused of being rough with his partners to the point where some girls claim that he was making them bleed from rough sex and that he was recording women without their consent, that he wore diapers and was into age play. Just really weird stuff that if
I don't think it was him who was wearing the diapers. I think he was fucking with a girl that was into age play. And then they said that he was like a lolicon or something. That's what they said. But like, the girl is grown. She's grown and the girl was into age play.
saw that, right? And I've never heard of this guy. I'm like, well, this guy sounds like a freak. If you told me this guy was in the Jeffrey Epstein emails, I would have been like, you know what? I could believe that. But this is just allegations by girls on Kiwi Farm. So that
I mean, bro, you'd be surprised if a girl is gonna throw a guy some pussy and it's free pussy, he's gonna take it, bro. And you know that there's men that will fuck anything. They will fuck anything. They will not give a fuck about all that shit, bro.
Should be enough to discredit. And really quickly before we get into it, there was people online that were saying that I was, defending Tom and I wouldn't make a video on Tom because we're BFFs and we love each other and we make out every single weekend. It's like, I mean, I've met the guy. He's been cool with me. I don't have anything bad to say about him. This situation, the Turkey Tom situation, is much different than recent situations such as Lakari, for example. Some people were like, well, you talk about Lakari, but not Tom.
How the fuck did Lakari not get arrested? Can somebody please tell me?
Tom did not incriminate himself in 4K looking at a teen folder live on stream. Like, it's completely different. These were just allegations.
Yeah, bro. This is a crazy pause. Let me fix this. Yeah, that Lakari exposed his fucking notepad, so everybody seen it. It wasn't alleged. He showed it. With Turkey Tom, the women, well, I think it was really like one woman, right? It was like one or two women that really came out and made claims against him. And then one girl came out and was like, oh, I was fucking with him too. That's a claim. You're supposed to wait for the other side to give their story before you make like a full, comprehensive, opinion. But there is things that you can get from what the person is saying to see whether they're lying or not, bro. And it was the evidence that she was showing that gave me the impression that she wanted to be with him, but he didn't want to be with her.
On Kiwi Farms, which their whole goal, by the way,
wasn't the Lakari stuff proven to not be actual CP? I mean, it's not. I don't think it's actual CP, but he's basically a PDF, bro.
Was to protect women from creepy men like Turkey Tom.
Yeah, and I know what I said was weird, but it's like, I don't know. Like for me, I gotta hear both sides of a situation before I'm 100%. For me, it's like I'm 70% leaning on Tom's side, 30% with the chicks. That's how I feel right now.
I'm gonna post my story on Kiwi Farms. No girl, no woman has ever been to Kiwi Farms. Like, the only women that go to Kiwi Farms are like, they're clearly not all there. Let's just put it that way. They're not all there.
What the fuck is Kiwi Farms, bro?
If you would have taken this story to Twitter, Instagram, or even Reddit, it would have been a lot more credible, and I think a lot more people would have covered it. It was Kiwi Farms. Like, come on.
I'm sorry that this response took so long. I wanted to make sure I had all the facts together before saying anything. Recently, I've been accused by an ex-girlfriend, along with an ex-partner, of non-consensually filming sexual encounters, being so rough and inconsiderate during sexual encounters that it bordered on assault, encouraging eating disorders, being into age play, along
What?
with a litany of other completely baseless, false accusations.
Encouraging eating disorders? Yo, bro, he just toxic.
The two women who are accusing me, Sacramento 89, real name Rowan, and Left 4 Dead, real name Katie, took to gossip forum Kiwi Farms to post the accusations, along with carefully cherry-picked screenshots to back up their claims. These claims aren't super difficult to debunk just because of the overwhelming amount of evidence I have on my side. So without further ado, let's start with Sacramento.
Oh, shit. He said overwhelming evidence.
Rowan. This is a girl I dated for about 7 months, from May of 20-
What? 7 months? Gang, what?
5 until January 10th of 2026.
That's nothing.
4 days later, she made her first post. Here, she alleges that I am a real freak and like to, quote, record sexual encounters without asking for consent. This is blatantly untrue. I have never recorded any sexual encounter without explicit consent. As a matter of fact, with Rowan, she was the one who initiated the idea of filming sex acts in the first place. On Tuesday, August 19th,
Oh, he's got the receipts.
months of knowing each other and being sexually active, Rowan texted me saying, "You should get those Meta glasses when you crack me." I responded by saying, "For what?" And she answers again, "Cracking time," alluding to me filming her with the glasses onboard camera. Now, at the time, I did not feed into this. I did not show enthusiasm. I didn't even agree to get the glasses. I just responded and said, "Good night, sweet dreams." So 1 whole week goes by.
Okay, that's like a one-off instance, though. She wanted to get cracked with the Meta glasses on. Okay, that's one
without
time.
us talking about it whatsoever. And then on August 25th, Rowan texts me saying, "You should get those Meta things for real." So I respond by saying, "I think I'm going to avoid filming anything involving sex for a while," showing that I am clearly not the person interested in filming.
Given recent events, I am paranoid. So hold on. For a while. Wait, what the fuck? Hey! Huh? Yo! Look at look at these chats! I just beat that shit! Yo! This a white bitch! Oh! What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? This bitch is racist. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. He said, "I'm gonna avoid filming anything for a while." So what about before this date? Does he have anything before this?
Our sexual encounters. She is. As you can see in the text, even when I say I don't want to film us having sex, she pushes the issue. Now, to be clear,
Wait, let me go
even
back.
when I say I don't want to film
Yeah, that's why you recorded on the glasses. How does that prevent or change anything? I mean, bro, this is a one instance though. What about what happened before the shit with the glasses though?
us having sex, she pushes the issue. Now, to be clear, we did eventually take videos of ourselves being intimate, but I was given explicit consent every single time. And on a few occasions, she even took the phone out of my hand and was holding it while filming us. To be clear, there was never a
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
tripod or a hidden camera. It was always handheld, and in every single video, she was clearly aware of the camera, making eye contact with the camera lens.
See, this is why.
This is really on some like he said, she said shit. The only way to know that is y'all gotta drop them tapes. Release the files! Huh? The Tom Dark files.
And I've learned this the hard way. See, this is why you wait. Now, don't get it twisted. I've definitely had my L moments where I jumped the gun. That was many years ago.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's leaning more towards him because obviously they probably did. There was probably like consent is not something that's just you say it one time and that's just it is what it is. There could be some moments where she could have been like, "Yo, I don't want you recording," and then he could have recorded anyways. You feel me? So it's not 100%. But still, those files that he had, because we're going off what he's saying and she's saying, could be just those moments that she wanted him to wear the glasses.
Make that very clear back when I was just starting out.
But he said phone too, and she was holding the phone. So if she was holding the phone, that's obvious consent.
You know, that's not an excuse. I'm a grown man. I gotta take accountability for my L's. I've learned over the years that you gotta be really careful with stuff like this.
Yeah, this shit like this is like one of the greatest fears as a man. Just a woman coming out and just saying like the most heinous shit about you, and it could not be true, just to try to ruin your reputation. Shit like that makes me want to snip my dick off, bro. No lie.
You just cannot go with the popular opinion. Just because everyone's saying this guy's a rapist, could listen.
I don't think people are necessarily going with the popular opinion. I think they're just waiting. They just didn't get the other side of the story yet.
Right? You could pay attention.
So they're just going off of the information that they heard. But here's the thing. It's up to so if somebody makes a claim, it's up to them to prove it, right? And if they have evidence that supports their claim, obviously people are going to look at the person who's being accused and say, yo, what's up with this? And it's on that person to respond. Now, obviously, Tom took a minute to respond, so people are going to just run wild trying to piece together what the fuck is going on.
To it, but there's always, in every single situation, two sides to a story. And I thought we were over that at this point. I thought everyone knew better. I thought we got to a place, and no pun intended, but in society
What
where
the fuck?
this person says something, X-YouTuber's a horrible person, but there's also his story or her story. That's why you gotta be extreme.
Yeah, bro. It's like the Tylil situation, bro. It's like, this shit is really crazy, bro. If you got a name, it's like, you can't fuck around, bro.
Careful with this kind of stuff because, yeah, you know, some people could be like, yeah, it's drama, but then at the same time, these are real people.
This is somebody's life. This shit could destroy a whole brand. Some people would never support just because if they find out you are doing shit without people's consent and you're beating bitches and all, these are serious allegations. You can lose tens of thousands of subscribers, lose out on real money, lose out on brand deals.
And this has real life consequences. Everyone's saying this person is a freak because they recorded women without their consent and allegedly beat them up, right? In Turkey Tom situation, the allegations. And everyone on Twitter, and there were so many YouTube videos being like, yeah, guys, I think he did it. He cannot come back from this. He's finished. He wears diapers. It's like, in another situation, you have everyone calling Tectone a is all of this crazy stuff. It's like, we gotta chill out with throwing around the word rape.
But he was like, literally, I mean, it was a civil case. So a civil case is not 100%, but if they're unanimously siding with the victim and there's a 10-year protective order and you can't own guns, and in the documents, sexual assault is checked off, gang, that's sexual assault. Let's just be real. You can minimize it to a certain extent, but he still lost that court case.
Because, you know,
this situation is not the court of law. This is the court of public opinion.
Something once, and years later we're like, well, I don't consent to it as of now, but I did back in the day. Now we can confirm that the girl that was saying, yeah, he recorded me without consent. This guy's
I'm not gonna lie, I never understood that shit. If you consented to some shit back in the day, you can't change the consent because something else, bro.
Real creep, guys. I want to save women. She was the one that initiated all of this. Once again, there's always two sides to a story. Do not believe the popular trendy thing that all the NPCs are saying. All right, think for yourself.
Also on September.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Listen to the story and think for yourself, and then take in the other account and then try to put the shit together.
8th, Rowan texts me, I do miss it though, in regards to our sexual interactions. She follows it up by saying, send the videos. Keep in mind, these are videos that she claims...
I'm not gonna lie, he didn't send her the videos, he's smart. Because she would have leaked that shit, bro. Hold up. I'm getting off my soapbox now. I do miss it though. Hashtag send the videos. I won't leak it or be hacked or whatever. I can send them. Later though, I don't want to look at them right now. I'm gonna pop a stiffy. Does that mean that he's going to get bricked?
Sexual interactions. She follows it up by saying, send the videos. Keep in mind, these are videos that she claims in present day were taken without her consent. She then goes on to say, and I quote, I will watch them and keep them close to my heart, clearly indicating she has no problem whatsoever with them existing. I'm an extremely paranoid person when it comes to my personal life and my sex life and my dating life.
As you should. As you should, bro.
As a public figure, I just like to keep my private life private. So I was very hesitant to send Rowan any sexual videos we had taken. However, I did send her one single still image from one of the videos where my face is obscured. I guess there was some lingering thought in the back of my mind that if her accounts were not locked down super well, and if she had been hacked, then the videos could have been made public. Now, there's an implication she makes a few different times that I'm basically blackmailing her with these videos.
Somebody asked if you had any intention of getting any sort of like law enforcement involved.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what to do, but we'll see.
At no point anywhere did Rowan provide any proof.
It sounds like she's thinking of what to say. You shouldn't be confused. You would demand that he deletes those videos, and you would have told him, delete those videos right now. I never consented to them. I don't want them on your phone. You would have made a push to have him delete that. You wouldn't be fucking confused about that shit.
So she has no reason to believe that I would ever release them. The idea that I, a person who makes a living as a public figure, would publicly release videos of me fucking my ex-girlfriend to get back at her is so insane. Not only would that incur reputational harm beyond belief, but also serious legal consequences.
If you've been watching me for a minute, you guys know what I'm about to say. And it starts with a C. And no, it's not cunt. It's use common sense. Like, just think about this for a second, all right?
Right.
And I really want to drive this point home. Just think about it for a second. Why would a successful YouTuber...
I think here's the thing. They probably broke up, right? And she realized that he has those videos and she doesn't. So he can just look back whenever he wants and just watch those videos of her getting fucked, and she can't. And the reason why she feels some type of way is because if she was probably in his situation, she would have dropped those files anonymously and probably played it off like she got hacked. That he was playing defense.
do this. Like, you just straight up think about that for a second. Why would he leak his own video?
Right, that's dumb.
Expose some random nobody girl, get in trouble, potentially get sued, and destroy his career. Does that make sense?
That's what I'm saying. It would have been so easy to prove.
IQ and I'm, the smartest guy in the room, because I'm not. But all it takes, it's a little common sense for you to be like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Why would he do this? He has nothing to win and absolutely everything to lose.
The only person who has ever sent an image of us having sex to anyone is, ironically, Rowan. Days after I broke up with her, she, without my consent, sent the only image she has of us having sex to the owner of Kiwi Farms.
Yo,
Here,
bro,
listen to him
what? Oh, nah. Oh, nah, bro. So she did what she accused him of doing.
Private.
Oh, and one other thing, I forgot about this, but you actually, Sacramento had sent me a picture that was like censored. Apparently the only picture that he would send you is one where his face isn't clearly visible in it. But
why has he seen that?
you can,
Yes.
I can tell the desk, like his computer is moved onto the table.
Oh my God, you're dick watching? You know what his desk looked like? You trying to identify if it's... Oh my God, bro.
I can still see like the monster is like on the cozy that's like on the table, like in the exact same position. So I can tell that's clearly his desk.
I guess I just find it ironic that someone who's accusing me of blackmailing her with her nudes literally sent a picture of us having sex to a man that she has never met. Now, Josh recounts seeing this image and talks about how hard it looks like I was grabbing Rowan on the mouth, essentially using it as evidence to support another claim she makes that I'm too rough during sex, which I find very interesting because after I sent Rowan this photo, she texted me saying, "I like when you cover my mouth like that." Again, she texts me asking me to send her the videos, and she says, "Yeah, whenever you're not locked in, send the videos. It will fix me for about a week. Goon sesh." This is clear evidence.
Oh, she was about to flick the bean to that shit? Oh, nah, she liked that shit. Why is she playing like she don't like that shit then?
She has no problem with these videos existing. To this day, she has provided zero proof that the videos were recorded non-consensually, or that I was blackmailing her with them, or that I had any intention.
I mean, he said that she was like, he was clutching her mouth? You be clutching a girl's mouth like this? Like that, bro?
Sending them to anyone. Reason being, I never did any of those things.
If you ask me, what do I think about the girl that's making these insane
that shit's
career-ending
crazy.
allegations? I think, number one, I think she's fucking unhinged. I think she's fucking insane. Second of all,
She's
I
fucking
truly do
wildin'.
think she's just a salty ex-girlfriend that is in her feelings that she got dumped and Tom moved on. And she
Exactly.
hasn't. I mean, truth be told, that's just what it comes across as. Oh, this guy left me,
Exactly.
this guy dumped me. I'm gonna destroy his career. You know what I mean? It's a tale as old as time, guys. This literally happens every single time. She's just a salty ex. It happens. It happens to the best of
And she's probably still reaching out trying to make things work, bro.
us.
He would just pull out his phone and
Among Us is dead. I can't do that right now. I'm too tired for that.
record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute or a minute into it.
Now, I obviously can't and would
Wait,
never
run that back.
Phone and record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute or a minute into it.
Now, I obviously can't and would never show these videos to anyone, but
What?
in them, it's undeniable that she is staring
Nah,
directly.
run that shit back. Run that shit back.
It's a tale as old as time, guys. This literally happens every single time. She's just a salty ex. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
He would just pull out his phone and record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute or a minute into it.
Now, I obviously can't and
How do you not notice? That don't even make sense. Because he's fucking you. You would be looking at him. He would have the phone in his hand. The only way you wouldn't know if he was hitting it from the back. That's the only way. And if it's a minute in, you mean to tell me you didn't look back not once? And if, okay, let's say he hitting it, right? He, bitch, he hitting that shit from the back, right? The moment you turn around and you see a phone, why don't you just say, stop, 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 stop? And then tell him, delete that. I don't want you doing this. Don't have my consent. Delete that shit. Why don't you, like, you know what I'm saying?
would never show these videos to anyone, but in them, it's undeniable that she is staring directly into the camera from the moment the video starts. She never once questions why I'm filming or what I'm doing, because the reality is that every single time we recorded, I had explicit permission. Ask yourself, how could she possibly have never consented to filming when she's literally holding my phone next to her face as she sucks my dick? It's also kind of strange to me that at the time she referred to them as our videos, but in the present, she's claiming she doesn't even want them to exist. On November 6th, Rowan asked me why I never ask her for nudes. I say I have a bunch of videos already, and that's why. She does not express that she has a problem with me having the videos. She doesn't complain about it. She doesn't say they were...
The FaceTime screenshots of you shirtless are my goon material. You're taking screenshots of him while y'all are on FaceTime? To be honest with you, she more guilty of the shit that she's accusing him of. Let's keep it real. You taking screenshots of him.
Taken without her consent. In fact, throughout the entire relationship, she was sending me nude photos of herself unsolicited every single month. Why would you send nude photos of yourself to someone you think could use them against you? Rowan personally posted dozens of screenshots of our texts, and not a single one shows her bringing up any of the videos being non-consensual. Another interesting fact is that during our breakup, she texted me a pros and cons list, which...
What? Pros. So sweet sometimes. Dates are nice. Tries to make it work. Funny. Pays for meals. Make me feel secure. Muscles. Cons. Oh my fucking god. This shit is 95% cons. Chopped in the face and thinks we're matched in looks. Cheated on an ex. Follows his... Bro, so okay. This tells you everything that you need to know. She probably sent him this after the relationship. Look at this. She probably hates him now. Follows his friends around like a dog. Cheated on his ex. Seems depressed all the time. You know what's crazy? While you're with somebody, you don't give a fuck about none of this. Normally, the pros when you're with somebody is so much longer than the cons. But when you leave a relationship and it ends off bitter, then all the shit that you're going to talk about is the cons. No surprises, takes hours to respond, so dry and vague, rarely compliments me, doesn't leave his house, online all the time. You're dating a YouTuber that makes essay videos about people on the internet. That's what people do. You have to be chronically online. You can't leave the house. You can't have shit going on. No other hobbies than gym or video games. He's boring. That sounds good. The only bad thing right here so far is the cheated on the ex, and that's really the worst thing. Talks about other women lustfully in front of me. That's not crazy. Yo, Norman, thank you so much, bro. Follows IG model / OF girls when I asked him to stop. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. What was his response to that, though? Did he say that he would unfollow? So dry and okay, no romance. Yeah, he's just, okay, this tells you everything. If he's taking hours to respond, he's still following IG models and OF girls. He's not taking you out on dates. He's not doing anything nice for you. He's not even complimenting you. You were just pussy. You were just pussy to him. He looked at you lustfully. He didn't look at you in the sense that he wanted you to be his partner for real. Sometimes, like, he feels some type of way towards his ex. Every time I bring up a valid concern, he says, I'm nice to you though, so stop complaining. Sent dick pics to Belle Delphine copycat before. Sex is all about him. That tells you everything that you need to know. Ran through. Looks up to Sam Hyde unironically. Said he likes hurting me during sex even when I bleed. Seems kind of self-obsessed. That's not crazy. Doesn't ever talk about us, just him. Bro, so it seems like she wanted to be with this guy. He was using her for box. The moment that she wanted more, he didn't want that, and he cut her off. So things probably ended bad, and now she's airing him, bro. All the red flags are literally there. Doesn't really seem to care about my goals at all. Everything is all about him. I do the bare minimum, therefore you're not allowed to feel upset. Here's the thing. Ladies, if you're with a man, women, they like men that don't like them. That's what I've noticed. If you're just laying it all on the table for a man and he's just using you, he's just looking at you lustfully and he's not doing anything for you, you need to leave him and you need to actually be with a guy that genuinely likes you. Because the guy that you're chasing around hoping that shit works, it will never work. That guy, if he's only coming to you for sexual and lustful shit, that's all that it's ever gonna be. It just is what it is, bro.
She apparently had written about
literally,
me on
what other YouTuber do you know is a selfish prick? The sky is blue. Facts.
January 4th of 2026.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, this is a salty ex-girlfriend. 1000%. Like, in this situation, it's just so funny that when the people are together, they're like, yeah, you know, I love this person. I love being with this person. They're the hottest person ever. And then the second they broke up, they're like, you're ugly and you
What did I say? I literally said that shit.
smell bad and you're irrelevant and you're poor, or you know, whatever it might be. So
Exactly.
I guess these are the Turkey Tom pros and cons. So once again, keep this in mind.
Who the
This
fuck is making up pros and cons? Oh my god, that's how you know she liked him way more than he liked her, because he didn't make one of her.
not stop her from sucking that Lizzie at any point.
At all.
She continued to do it until she got broken up with, and then she got salty. So just keep that in mind. So dry and vague, rarely compliments me, doesn't leave his house. We gotta grind. No hobbies other than gym or video games. Base Tom, I gotta talk to him more
Do a
often.
segment with one of your exes? Fuck no.
Talks about other women lustfully in front of me. Based, just Sigma shit. Follows IG models / OF girls even when I asked him to stop. Don't care. Now here's the thing. There was a lot of people that were coming at Turkey Tom for following hot girls on IG, for following baddies, OF girls, or just
You gotta make those videos about them. Then they're gonna expose your micro pee-pee. Hey, yo. I'm not gonna lie though. I never had a girl air me. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I did have a girl that I was talking to that was kind of like this, where she like basically laid it all on the table, saying that she wanted to fuck me and all this type of stuff. And luckily, I never cracked. Thank God. I ended up deading everything before that. And I'm not gonna lie, this girl was sending me pictures, talking about all this type of shit. I'm like, yo, I can't. This girl's still messaging me to this day, bro. Thank God, yes, bro, because you don't want a girl like that, bro. You don't want a girl like that because they're crazy. I'm telling you.
random girls that were hot.
You should no. Free buns. This is how you become a Tom Dark. What do you mean? Game is game. Next thing you know, there's gonna be a video about me. I'm good.
IG, and they were like, this is so evil and disgusting. Turkey Tom is
No.
ignorant." It's like, do I care that Turkey Tom or anyone follows hot girls on IG or Twitter, whatever it might be? No. I mean, if anything, that just exposes you for being a bitchless loser. That
Yeah,
doesn't-
I'm gonna be honest. If you're grown and you're really complaining about your man following like OF models and IG models, it's time to grow up. The only problem I would say in that is if he's actively reaching out to them on that type of time, or if he's subscribing to a OnlyFans.
get anything. Like, oh, look at this.
Real
certain
talk.
Tom is successful and rich, and he follows girls on IG. We really got to stop him, guys. It's like, you're a fucking loser. At that point, you're just exposing yourself for being holeless, for being a brokey. All right, you're just salty. No one follows you back. Doesn't seem to want to support me at all in the future. I mean, you guys dated for 6 fucking months. I don't know why this crazy chick is acting like they were dating for 5 years. 6 months. Chill out. Sent dick pics to a Belle Delphine copycat before. Once again, based, I would too. Wait, this video isn't about me. As you guys can see, the cons list is pretty long. Let's see what the pros are. Sweet. Sometimes dates are nice. Tries to make it work. Funny. Pays for meals. Makes me feel secure. Muscles. All right. W, right? Cons, chopped in the face and thick.
Okay.
And looks. I mean,
I'm gonna skip a
Move
little.
on to Rowan's claim that I was sexually abusive towards her. In that same pros and cons list,
What?
Rowan wrote, says he likes hurting me during sex and making me bleed. This also reflects her public claims about me, but the great irony is that I never even said this. She did. On September 14th, 2025, Rowan sent me a text saying, quote, I'm such a freak. I like when it hurts and bleeds after. Something Wong. In one of her public-facing posts about me, she posts an interaction which reads as follows. She says, quote, like, we don't need to do it 3 times in one day or do it so hard I hurt and bleed. And I said, well, if you don't want to have as much sex, we don't gotta. We can do other things. And she says, okay, I like doing other things too. The way this screenshot is cropped, it comes across like I'm some, just super callous freak who's brutally jackhammering her vagina like Steve mining diamonds. But in the full
What?
uncropped screenshot, her immediate response to me after that is, I'm a freak. I say this, and as soon as I see you, I'm going to be freaky again. I can't resist. In the interview, she elaborates on this even more, specifically claiming that she would bleed almost every time we had sex.
Okay, and you would bleed. The
Yes.
same. And you didn't stop.
Yeah, I would bleed almost every time.
This is just blatantly untrue as well, and it's easy to see by going through our text messages. On August 17th of 2025, the day after my birthday, Rowan and I were planning to go to Mass, and she wanted to have sex with me. So she texted me saying, Tom, I started my period. I was driving, so I couldn't say much, but I replied by saying, that sucks, I'm 40 minutes away. She follows up by asking me if I mind getting my sword bloody, and I say I'll be okay. So if it wasn't already clear, she's asking me if I'm okay with getting blood on my dick. Why would this be something she's even-
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, would y'all do that? Keep it a buck. Would you hit a girl if she was on her period? I'm not gonna lie, gang. You gotta wear a condom. Oh no, bro. That's See, this is what happens when you're overly freaked out. He's real for that. I mean, this is really intimate. This is really airing him for being. Oh my god, bro. I don't run red lights. Now I'm good. Feels wetter but smelly. Because it's blood, gang. It's pennies. This shit's pennies, bro.
Asking if every time we have sex, I'm making her bleed. Keep in mind, this is months into us going out and being sexually active, and she's still worried that the idea of bleeding during sex would gross me out. Now, as soon as she began posting about me, people were naturally perplexed by her claim that she was bleeding.
If she
from
was constantly bleeding, though, wouldn't that cause, like, health problems and shit?
sex every single time. They asked if she had some kind of medical problem, and she says, I have no health issue that I know of, never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it, but I bled after almost every single time. I feel like most of this
Wait, what?
for a while and told him I liked it, but I bled after almost every single time. I feel like most of this statement has already been dispelled, but
Oh, nah, bro. So she basically already confirmed that shit, bro? Nah, this bitch is crazy. She was dignitized. Ladies, bro, the dick is never... Don't ever fall for the dick no jutsu, bro. That shit will be having you... Oh my god, that shit will be having you do crazy things, bro. I've never heard some shit like this where you just jackhammering her shit so much to the point where she's bleeding, bro. Dude, he gotta be Drake size. He gotta be fucking... He gotta be like, what's the dude's name who was fucking Adam's wife? He got her biting the sheets, bro. Jason Love.
Even the smallest detail of no medical condition that I know of is also false. On September 24th of 2025, Rowan texted me saying that she's going to switch from her current birth control, Nexplanon, to the pill because she has month-long periods that cause her to bleed.
Oh my God.
Regardless of sex, Rowan admittedly bleeds for an entire month at a time.
So once again,
This is
just
oh
more
my God.
lies.
I hate that this is happening because they're just airing the most intimate shit that just doesn't need to be said on the internet, bro. Oh my God. We need a dit reveal? No, we
The
don't.
girls behalf.
No,
So
we
crazy.
don't.
Once again, I'm not gonna name names, but it's so crazy to me. There's people that believe this, and they were calling him.
They so epic. No, they not.
They were just saying all sorts of things, and people were celebrating. And I get it. Turkey Tom is a controversial guy. Not everyone likes him. So of course, when something like this comes out about him, naturally, people that don't like him will celebrate
Got
this.
chills
right?
down my
Whether it's
shit.
true or not, they will run with it. Some people are just fucking retarded. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, if somebody's automatically running with some shit, that means that they don't like him. And they were looking for the first excuse that they could to validate how they feel about not liking him. That's what it is.
This narrative that he was like
Crazy
CEO of
sweatpant
Ring or something.
reveal,
It's
dear
like,
God.
come on.
So at every opportunity, this girl is publicly saying, "Oh my God, look at all this horrible shit he did to me." And then she's texting me that she wants me to kidnap her,
Let's go,
tie her up,
Pop-Tarts.
and pound her in the woods. And if anyone
What?
is putting up, this girl is publicly saying, "Oh my God, look at all this horrible shit he did to me." And then she's texting me that she wants me to kidnap her, tie her up, and pound her in the woods. And if anyone is putting up any resistance to that, it's me.
But small YouTubers and Twitter retards told me the God sent Tom to replace Jeffrey Epstein and Diddy. My mind is blown. There's two sides to a story. Holy shit. I didn't think it was possible in the Big 26, guys. After so many false allegations.
Yeah, she wanted to get
towards
Epstein.
YouTubers, you might assume that people might be like, well, there's a history
Nah, she's not a vibe, bro. She's
of
wildin'.
this. It's a pattern. I don't think anyone wants to talk about their private, intimate life in front of
Yeah,
millions of people.
that's just not a good look. People should not be knowing the small details about whether she's bleeding for an entire month or he's driving 40 minutes to go fuck and just jackhammering her shit and sexual fantasies. This is something that should have just stayed between them.
It's embarrassing, so I do feel for that guy because I'm like, well, how would I feel if this came out about me? And
I would be
shared
hella
stuff
embarrassed.
about my life. I think, like Tom, I'm a pretty private person.
And he's at a point where he probably hates talking about this, but he knows that he has to because he has no choice.
anyone cares about my private life. I'm just here to make videos, have fun, and entertain people. Like, it doesn't go beyond that.
Right.
So I totally get his point of wanting to maintain his private life well private, and who he's dating or who he's not or who.
And that's the rough thing about being a commentary person, because you're speaking on so many situations and giving all of your opinions and shit. So it makes it even more rough. How many bodies you got? 0.
Hooking up with private, because I don't think it's anyone's business. It's not my business. It's not relevant to the content he makes, so it's like whatever. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not.
Yeah, she's getting off on the attention.
Besides the Instagram posts that I do when I travel on the Sense account, that's it. You know, I like my privacy. There's a reason why here I don't show my face. There's a reason why I keep.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want people all up in my business. I don't feel like anybody wants to. Like, if you're a lifestyle person, that's kind of what you sign up for, because your life is kind of publicized. But for me, I don't want people knowing who I'm fucking with and, you know, what my sexual shit is, and, you know what I mean? Like, certain private conversations that I'm having with people. I feel like that shit should effectively be private, bro. I'm going to be honest.
Private. I don't know. I feel for him.
She's alleging that I did it with another girl named Ellie, who I briefly talked to.
That's the
2
lolly,
years
right?
ago. Now, there's no proof whatsoever that
Wait, he
I
said
did
what?
a girl named Ellie, who I briefly talked to 2 years ago. Now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text her about these allegations, and she clearly states.
I mean, I don't really want to post on my story. I don't feel like coming back to social media right now. But you have never done age play. So she basically said, I'm lying and I'm not going to clear up your name. What? You don't have to post yourself or whatever. It's fine. I'm sorry you're going through this whole thing. Would you prefer if you could get people to, like, leave me the fuck out of it? We barely dated. I'm going to try my best to minimize you even being talked about. Wait, so did this girl air this shit or not? Why is she being talked about? Did somebody bring her up? Because it sounds like she's being brought into shit.
that I've never done age play. An ex-girlfriend of mine named Kai, who I dated for 3 years, also publicly posted on Twitter saying that I never abused her and that we never did anything related to age play. So this brings the total counter up to 5 people: Rowan, Katie, Ellie, Kai, and another random girl I banged a year ago named Maddie, who for some reason came out in the midst of all of this to post pictures of herself in my house. And all of these people say
Oh my God, Shorty was fiending for the clout. I'm not gonna lie, she just wanted to up her like social standing. She trying to fuck on another YouTuber, gang. I'm gonna be honest, she trying to get her shit correct. He's smiling at this shit like, bro, she just tried to ride the wave. Like, I fucked Tom too.
never was into this fetish with them. The closest thing I've ever engaged in when it comes to age play is that sometimes girls do call me daddy during sex.
That's regular. That's literally regular. Okay, bro. Every girl, bro, even if you don't fuck a girl and a girl likes you, she's gonna call you daddy. I'm just gonna be honest. That's just how it is. That's not crazy.
Given that I am me, I accept that it's something people are going to see as a little bit strange.
Anyone that's going
he's
to
having fun with that
and be like, this just confirms that he's a pedophile and he's into age.
Dude, that's incest plays. How did you think of that?
Diapers. Anyone that says that will be exposed as someone that gets no bitches and no hus, and it's just the biggest.
Hey, what?
He's into age play and he wears diapers. Anyone that says that will be exposed as someone that gets no bitches and no hus, and it's just the biggest loser ever. You're just a Twitter tough guy loser that tweets and gets 20 likes and thinks they're a celebrity. Welcome to real life. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is just real life stuff. So the worst is just people calling Tom daddy. I mean, that's legitimately nothing. And if anyone has an issue with that, you're the biggest virgin of all time.
In the same vein as this accusation, Rowan stated, "One more thing to add I thought was odd. Never really expressed any interest in Hello Kitty or that type of e-girl stuff, but I had like one Hello Kitty figure in my car. As a gift, Tom bought me Hello Kitty pajamas and a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff." So Rowan essentially wants you to believe that I'm pushing
I mean, obviously, if he's seen you like the Hello Kitty shit, he got you more shit. Wow, he's just a horrible fucking boyfriend. Huh? What? Dude, Playboy Cardi sipped out of a Hello Kitty mug. What the fuck are we talking about? There's grown-ass men that like the Hello Kitty aesthetic. Lil Tracy liked that shit. What are we talking about? That's not fucking... Just because he liked the Hello Kitty shit, that doesn't mean that that's age play. What? She reached for the stars and the moon with this. Huh?
Kitty onto her as if I have some kind of weird fascination with it. But the truth is that I am a 23-year-old man and I don't give a fuck about Hello Kitty, okay?
Wait, he's 23?
I bought her anything Hello Kitty themed at all, which was once, by the way, was because she frequently expressed interest in it. Here she is sending me a photo with a Hello Kitty figurine next to her printer. Here she is sending me a photo with a hand-drawn and colored Hello Kitty image on her wall. Yeah, she made these herself.
Dude, it sounds like he's just trying to be a good boyfriend. He's taking notes and he's getting her shit that she like. Look, and I mean, if you look, Hello Kitty right here, Hello Kitty Spider-Man, Hello Kitty regular. This looks like it's Hello Kitty. That's Hello Kitty. I mean, I think he's just taking a hint.
Here, in regards to her decorating my room, she says, "No Hello Kitty," with a frowny face, and I say, "Correct." And something interesting...
No Hello Kitty stuff, though. Yeah, bro, come on.
Interesting about these texts is that she shows that she has a poster of the movie Lolita on her wall. I wonder what the movie Lolita could possibly be about. This film is about a middle-aged professor who is sexually attracted to adolescent girls he calls nymphettes. He rents a room in the house of a young widow to get closer to her 14-year-old daughter, Dolores Hayes Lowe, whom he calls Lolita. Obsessed with the girl, he eventually gains control over her after he takes her cross-country with him.
What the fuck is this movie, bro? What? I've never heard of that shit a day in my life. Yeah, she on some Lakari shit. What the fuck?
Not show the movie to Minecraft YouTubers or Lakari.
It's like cuties.
Now, going over the Hello Kitty thing, once again, a nothing burger. I mean, that's just common sense, right? If I'm with a girl and they're like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something random. If they like fucking The Weeknd, right? Or Mario or Sonic or fucking Green Day, whatever, The Office,
right?
Pick anything. I get in their car and they have a fucking Weeknd Pop Funko or a toy, or they have an EXO sticker. And then we go to her house and she has a Weeknd poster. It's like, oh, I think she likes a Weeknd. I'm gonna go get her the new album, right? I'm gonna go give her a cool figurine. I'm gonna cool t-shirt. You know what I mean? It's not because you're trying
remember
to
when
mold
Sneeko
them
said that
into
shit.
your ex or into a certain type. You'll see her.
Dude, she's like trying to make it seem like, oh my god, he just like got me this Hello Kitty shit. She literally got caught in a clear lie. If you're willing to lie about small shit, you're willing to lie about big shit. Just
Here
being
they
real.
express they like X thing. If you have common sense and you're a decent human, you're like, oh, okay, she likes this, so let me get her this, right?
Yeah, he
There's
being a good ass
nothing wrong with
boyfriend.
this. They like something, you want to be nice, so you give them something of said character they like. It's not that deep. And once again, if anyone has
I'm
issues
petty. I've been like, damn, bitch, give me my shit back. I can fit in them pajamas.
with that, it just shows you they're fucking virgins and they've never spoken to a woman in their
Right.
life. It really isn't that deep.
Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online and even began
Oh
attempting
my
to
god, he got her
blackmail
Hello Kitty. He's just a fucking rapist. What?
me into having sex with her again. I don't know what you want me to say
What?
online. Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again.
Wow. See? That tells you everything that you need to know.
What you want me to say to you? I just want to move on from our relationship and have you go be in your corner. You can
Oh, he already knew she was on some crazy shit, so he recorded this.
and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship,
Wow.
Why?
because you don't deserve one.
Oh, she wanted to ruin his whole life. This is literally this is case closed. I wouldn't even have, bro, you don't even need to have said all this extra shit. This was just to cover his ass. I would have just tweeted this video and I would have just called it a day. What?
Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
He over here
Because
laughing.
our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, so he made it all about him. Why did you stay in a relationship that wasn't serving you? Why are you trying to force him to make the relationship about you when he already expressed to you that he doesn't want to be in the relationship? That's your cue to take your shit and leave him the fuck alone and go be with a guy that's actually going to treat you right. Because you can't, no matter how you try to blackmail him, no matter what you try to do, he's not going to change because he doesn't actually have that interest in you. What the hell?
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom...
And he said he wants to break up with you. And you're saying, no, I'm going to make it hard for you. What?
you. She's seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
The irony.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though.
Oh
Like, do you
my
think we'll ever-
God, bro. I thought he was horrible. You want to... Oh my God, she's dignitized. Dude,
Able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think
hell
so.
no.
Why?
Because you're like threatening to blackmail me.
Nah, this chick is crazy. She needs
She's
to
literally
go.
insane.
That's why after I stopped talking to her, she proceeded to call me over 30 times and texted me 80 times with no response.
Oh my God. She sent him a King Von meme.
Call me over 30 times and texted me 80 times.
Oh my God. Ohio impressed. If you don't want to talk or listen to me, just say that. Don't waste my time. He did say that. You need to apologize. Also, I need $900 back from my flight to Maine because it was a waste of money, apparently. Goodbye, Tom. Good luck impressing the next BPD whore with your limp dick. I mean, the limp dick was getting used to have you going crazy. I have screenshots of you talking about Ellie and how your dick pics were going to be put all over the internet. You're literally such a R word. Tell your friend from Dallas to hit me up. She's just saying that because she's mad. Oh my God. My question is, why string me along so long and say you love me when you didn't? Because it was puh. He did it for the puh. It became clear to me that at some point that this would be the response. I would get it if I were to break up with you. And I've been dreading that slowly, considering you just told me you were talking to other guys over the phone. And you just threatened to post about me publicly. Realistically, I can't trust you anyways. Is that why you didn't want to break up with me? Because you were scared I would say some dumb shit? That's so pussy, bruh. I see why you didn't want me to look you up. Because this shit is so bad. She complaining about him being chronically online. But she's saying because TS so bad. You're literally just as bad as the people you make videos about. Like, fucking a Belle Delphine impersonator and getting your dick leaked is crazy. And then telling your girlfriend about it, expecting sympathy. Have some self-awareness. You're really just an overgrown man-child in some ways. Ohio impressed. Also, I need my money back because you should have told me before that trip to break up with me. And then she's, you literally sit at home all day, have no hobbies except for gym and video games. That's good. Have a high body count. So he's fucking bitches, but you think you're this high value man. It's crazy. I know whichever girl is unfortunate enough to get in a relationship with you next will go through the same thing I did, because you're literally actually like so emotionless and mean, but you wanted to link him though.
It's an evil world we live in.
But you wanted to link him. And also, like, you're mad, chopped in the face. I had to look past it. I'm done being a hater. You have a lawyer? You can't record me without consent. Posting text message screenshots isn't illegal, dumbass. Good luck trying to sue me for posting text message conversations on a public website. You're literally so stupid, Tom. I still remember because if I fell, I got no contact order. It will go on your record. You're a fucking narcissist. I also got a lawyer. She's literally blackmailing him, saying that she's gonna she's gonna tech tone him, bro. It's like, nah, I'm kidding. She's gonna get a lawyer on him. I hated having to tell my mom, you're genuinely a horrible human being. I never loved you. I never loved you. I just loved you. I'm going to the courthouse when I get there and getting a temporary restraining order. Threats have been made against me. Might go to a real court, and we'll have you disappear. Holy shit!
Times with no response. She is publicly claiming to be a victim of sexual abuse while begging me to fuck her again. The next person I'd like to address is Clorox Katie. Katie's a girl I had a brief sexual relationship with 2 years ago, and she began posting about me on the same day as Rowan. Now, back when we were hanging out, she flew all the way from California to Maine to hang out with me twice. In the
He lives in Maine?
Her time with me is the
Oh my god, if a girl is willing to catch a flight to Maine, that's how you know the dick good. She going all the way to Derry. Motherfuckers living in Derry. Maine? Who the fuck is living in Maine, bro? Like, it's nothing but his dick out there, bro.
First experience of her life.
And then you fly back. And how did that go? How long did you stay?
Horrible. That was the worst experience of my life, I think.
And she also took to the forum to make some posts about me. Yes, Tom is extremely harsh during sex. I've been down the kink roads in my life, and how he acts is actually just evil and almost sadistic. Not even kinked up, just actually a Patrick Bateman type gooner. When asked how things between us ended, here is what she had to say. I just truly thought he was a cringe fag who definitely was going to beat me later if I stayed around.
Yo, he's around these edgy internet bitches. One girl's dropping the N-word, the other girl's dropping the F slur. What the fuck?
Month fling, but even my insane ass.
2 months? 2 months? Bro! 2 months. What the fuck could happen in 2 months, bro?
Scared of how he acted, and he was also just stupid. I hated conversation with him. He was just extremely weird to me and also evil as fuck during sex. Naturally, people asked her why she hadn't reported me to the police, and her response was, I thought about the police and looked into it, but again, it being across my own state lines and in Maine, it would have had to been filed there, and I lived on the opposite side of the country, so it just didn't seem feasible. These claims are once again so absurd to me that the best way to dispel them is to just look through our messages together. In these two DMs, you see that Katie comes to visit me for the first time on January 20th and leaves on January 23rd. She comes to visit me, she says she's excited, she then goes home, and after leaving on January 23rd, she
taking off, bouncing up and down. So soon, excited. I'm hashtag ready. I'm so hashtag ready. Only 2 more hours. So crazy. 1 more hour. It's so over, but we're so back. We're so back. Just landed. I didn't die on a plane. Made it to SF. What was bad about it? There's just a million stories. Okay, they're just talking about the flights.
Comes to visit me. She says she's excited. She then goes home. And after leaving my house the first time, she immediately texted me saying, I had so much fun, Tom. You can kidnap me whenever. I feel so alone in my bed. She then says that she has to come back. Now, days after coming the first time, she sends me nudes. Once again, this is kind of a weird thing. Has to come back. Now, days after coming the first time, she sends me nudes.
Yes, assless chaps. I'll have to show you. Okay, definitely show me. Here's a quick pic. I tried them on just for you.
Once again, this is kind of a weird thing to send to somebody that you're claiming is recording sex with you without your consent. Why would you send this person nudes? She then sends me nudes a second time, says she needs it, says,
whoa, hold on. True, they do. Damn. I need to be fucking you again soon. Good looks. Need it. So starved, so depraved. Need my Tom. Oh yeah, he was dignitizing these women, bro. Hold on. You mean to tell me Tom Dark got crazy dick like that?
Starved, so deprived, and she says that she misses me so much. I say, let's hang out in March. She says I'm down, but waiting until March will be so hard.
After seeing all of this, after seeing the full video, after hearing both sides, I've come to the conclusion that
it's just blown out of proportion, bro. That's what happened. Obviously, he was fucking with these girls. They probably got off on bad terms. Now, he doesn't really get into detail with what happened with the other girl, the 2-month girl. I don't know what his perspective is on that, but it seems like I don't know why they fell out, but the other girl definitely wanted to just be with him. The first girl, it was just dick.
Maybe the girls were lying and they were salty. Some people might say that I'm biased. I'm covering for Mr. Tom. Tom brought the receipts.
I mean, if you're watching this whole video and you're taking that as he's in the wrong, then you're fucking bugging. Crazy promo. I don't think that's good promo.
He exposed these two
she's bad
chicks for being nothing but a bunch of hypocritical, insane liars who should be sued. That's my favorite thing to do, by the way. Just sue people. Sue this person, sue that person. Yeah, they're evil. They're on the hinge. They're legitimately a danger to society.
A lot of people say things to the effect of, Tom's a hypocrite. He gooned. And you're right. I did goon. Okay. I did not stop gooning. So maybe in the end, the hats are more relevant than ever. Anyway,
bro. Yeah. It's time to start practicing what you preach. Cause that freaky shit will catch up to you, gang. I'm not gonna lie. He need to get on semen retention. He need to pull a Plaque Boy Max and post a day one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit is crazy. I mean, I kind of already knew it was gonna be like this. I told you I was leaning 70-30, bro. He's gonna end up like fucking Nautica Malone, bro. Turkey Tom, I can fix her, Tom. Bro, I feel so bad for Tom having to show all these texts. The whole thing was the greatest advertisement to Turkey Tom's massive BWC. Oh my god, bro.